What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV outside the Etihad. Man City 4, Tottenham 2. I thought for the first half we gave as good as we got.
Yep.
Pretty even game. We went 2-0 up, but we weren't exactly. It wasn't a 2-0 game. Two pretty lucky goals with Man City mistakes. And then the second half, Man City really showed up and they literally tore us to shreds, didn't they? Absolutely tore us to shreds.
Second half, Tottenham turned up in the first half, and the first half, Tottenham turned up in the second half. Listen, like you said, the first half, if we look at it in reflection against Arsenal, it was a lot better. Obviously didn't concede. We had our chances. Man City were getting closer and closer with theirs. Haaland was kept quiet, but his chances just kept getting closer and closer. Then two of the easiest and luckiest goals you could ever wish to score fell into our lap right before half time. What I will say is the celebrations, it was so subdued, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Even everything, it was like everyone had no energy.
From when you walked into the away and the concourse was empty, hardly any singing. I mean, it was all just like, just subdued. I think that was the right way to describe it.
Yeah, there was like
no singing hardly.
There was the one Leave You Out song which got a bit of rhythm. Second half we tried to, there was hardly anything going. Couldn't even bother to do that. But the second half, Man City, whatever Pep Guardiola said to them, he must have gone mad because they know they needed the 3 points with Arsenal.
And they delivered. And that's what good teams do.
Delivered. They were absolutely on it from minute one. They couldn't handle us.
Not from minute 45 anyway.
Minute one of the second half, I should say. Second half, I think, once again, and I hate to say it, there's two players that I'm going to call out and two players that need to be held accountable. One is Hugo Lloris. Again, one definite near post for the fourth or third.
I felt like that first one where we were blaming him on the vlog. I think it was actually more Emerson. You know, he took it out of Lloris's hand.
I mean,
I need to see it again to be honest.
I'd say from what we could see from the other end to us, it looked like Lloris had gone for it and there wasn't a good call or whatever. And there's a mix-up, say half an error maybe. The third goal that went in the near post.
You can't let that through your near post. You just can't.
Fourth goal, he came
How many times? How many times?
That is the big question. And the other person, I'm sorry I'm going to offend people if they feel offended. Heung-min Son was absent.
Another no-show.
An absolute no-show. I don't know if this guy needs a rest. I don't know if this guy has something going on behind the scenes that has affected him. And if it is, he needs to take time out to get that sorted. Because we know how much we love Sonny. And we know how important he could be. This isn't the Son that we've seen for 7 years that sets such high standards, and it's a shame that we're having to see this. And for Hugo, it's another disappointment.
I think you're absolutely spot on with those two players, and I think that when everyone's talking about Hugo, we need to buy a replacement because getting him out of the team and bringing in Fraser Forster is not the answer. And I don't think Fraser Forster is a better goalkeeper than Hugo Lloris, even now. So I don't even know what the answer is. That we need a new keeper. We're not going to get one until the end of the year, so we're stuck with Hugo Lloris, let's be honest, because Fraser Forster is not a better goalkeeper than him. So I think taking Lloris out of the team for Fraser Forster is not the answer. But however, with Heung-min Son, we've got Richarlison, so he needs to come out of the team for a game or two or something, because
even if it's Preston,
whatever it is, like maybe even him playing against Preston might give him some confidence back playing against a championship team. But in the Premier League, he needs to come out the side.
Yeah, well, you look at it as well. You say that with Preston. Every time he's got a great, like we saw him go at Crystal Palace, and we're like, maybe that's it, maybe that's the spark, maybe that's what we need, and it hasn't been, has it?
No,
it hasn't been, and I really am sorry about it. But we've got to stop. Like we said with the players we need to bring in, we've got to stop this attachment and what's it called, the sentimentality. And Son isn't performing. And Son does have a replacement that can take the burden off him. Not saying that he should be out and gone.
We love Sonny. We love him, Sonny. It hurts us so much to say this.
Exactly.
But it's just the facts of the matter right
now. Correct.
But in terms of a couple of positives which you can take out of the game, I thought Kulusevski was brilliant again. He was the one really trying to press us from the front, dragging us through the game, dragging us down that right wing. Every good chance we had pretty much came from him. That Perisic chance in that second half, all for Kulusevski. First half as well, he played really well. But how much of a difference does Bentancur make? I mean, in that first half, we looked solid to a certain extent, and Bentancur was so vital to that.
Well, he was. Well, we just weren't getting overrun. In the other games when he's missing, we had just been overrun, and people were going through us with a knife, like a knife through hot butter. Hot butter, like a hot knife through butter. Jesus Christ. But yeah.
Hot butter's even softer.
Oh God, we're melting like hot butter. But it's, Bentancur just has that balance, has that grit that Højbjerg needs beside him as well. It just looked he makes that midfield more complete, even in a 2. But what you need to talk about as well is Man City and this Rico player.
Oh, Rico Lewis.
Rico Lewis, their academy coming through. The fans were going through, like when Harry Kane broke through and it was one of our own.
Yeah.
There is a buzz around this place about him. The academy's bringing a player through, and they didn't even bring De Bruyne and Foden on. That's we bring on a Sessegnon, a Richarlison,
Yeah.
and who else did we bring on? A Longley.
Yeah.
The difference is night and day.
Yeah. But we witnessed history today. It
We
wasn't
did.
Harry Kane. It was Emerson Royale getting on the score sheet today.
We
Bloody
did.
hell, what are the chances of that?
Well, the thing is, we didn't even know who had
Yeah,
scored
I know.
it. When I scored it, I got my app out and then I saw it, showed it to you. It was like, oh my God, he scored. I bet Cody Mack was wearing his shirt today. Cody Mack must have been wearing his Emerson shirt. But yeah, we've seen history, just not the history we wanted to see.
Yeah. All right, well, we got a long trip back now, back to London. So we'll see you all soon. Spurs have lost 4-2 here at the Etihad. We'll see you all very, very soon. Back in the studio tomorrow to... He's ready.
I'm ready.
But like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you
Easy.
Spurs.
Out.